Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Otherworld exploration for Season 3, which has just gone live today. Before I get into that though, I just want to say a huge thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring this video. So if you are interested in giving the game a go and getting involved, please do click the link in the description to get involved today. So the Otherworld exploration is the third month of every season, and as such it's gone live in the third season today. So this is all about the end game. So the way this works is there are three different types of battles three different types of events you can take part in. There's the adventure preparation, the elemental domain, and the chaos shadows. So I'm going to run through how each of those work and how some of the other things around the Otherworld exploration work and show you it in action. Over the next few days, I will be doing a lot more of the guides for the bosses I'm using for the chaos shadows. Simply because realistically it's all I'm actually going to be doing over the next few days, making sure I've got enough teams to cover that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight to one of the areas and show you the new area. So this is the first time we've had a new area in Season 3. We did have a little bit of a quest line to unlock it, which was nice given the fact we didn't have any quests in Season 3. So as you can see here, this is the brand new area. And at the end, there's a little portal here which will take us to the end boss of Season 3. So, as I mentioned, there's three different activities you can do, all of which will be working towards getting yourself buffs for the end game boss. So, as you can see here with the adventure preparation, if you can reach 100% server-wide completion on this, you will unlock 15% extra attack at the time of the battle starting for the boss. On the elemental domains, you'll be able to unlock 15% defense as the battle starts. And for the Chaos Shadows, you'll be able to unlock 15% HP. So this is just going to make your time fighting that boss a lot easier. On top of that, as you can see, there is a huge amount of rewards on the side. And that includes a lot of Echo of Clepsydra, it includes a lot of Heliolite dice, mythical gear is all over it as well. So at this point of the season, you're going to start picking up a lot of rewards. And once you reach the end of this, which is 150,000, you begin to get to the cycling rewards. Meaning you'll be able to go through this. Every time you hit 195,000 or the end reward, it will reset back to this one here. So effectively, if you're clearing with 15 teams each day on Chaos Shadows, you'll be able to nearly get a full set of this each day. So each day you'll be able to get 3 mythical artifacts, 12,000 Echo of Clepsydra, and a lot of other rewards that are really going to help you push your account to the next level ready for the end game boss. So in terms of how these work, as I mentioned, there are quests that you can pick up. Each of these costs 10 of this energy. You get 150 each day. I personally won't be doing these at all. I may do towards the end just to help the server progress, but it's unlikely. And they're kind of little quests to go and speak to somebody. You very rarely have to fight anything during these, at least in the last 2 seasons. I don't know what quests they've put in for this one. Then next up we've got the elemental domains. So the elemental domains are very similar to the domains that we have currently in the game, where you have to get your crystals for upgrading your heroes. This one, for the fire one, which takes 50% lightning and necrotic damage, all the way up to, I think it does take more on stage 5, but maybe not. So the boss you'll be fighting here is Rash. Next up we've got the ice one, and on the ice one we'll be fighting the Season 3 event hero, Eladia. So that's probably not going to do too much damage, it's just going to be a lot of support. However, they normally have some adds with them, which are other heroes who will do damage. And then lastly, we've got the lightning one, which is Avelios. So once again, a lot of single target damage on Avelios, so you'll have to be careful with that. Your tanks might get absolutely wrecked, but realistically with level 100 heroes and a full team of them, these are relatively easy. I will do those at some point, most likely, just to tick off the quests. If we have a look here, the exploration quests, the in-depth ones, you get quite a lot for clearing them the first time. However, the Chaos Shadows just give so much. And the Chaos Shadows are bosses we are familiar with. These are the fights we've been fighting for the last month for the Continental Challenge. So as you can see here, this is the fire boss, and it increases damage taken from poison. Reaching 22 million damage on these, just like we were doing in throughout the whole of month 2, is the top rewards. We don't have to worry about going over 22 million on this, so this is the point where you want to build as many teams as you can that can reach that 22 million threshold and then just leave it there. So you don't care about doing anything crazy damage-wise. You just want to make sure you're hitting that 22 million and then leaving. When you're progressing through this, you'll be able to get guild contribution, and this is what alliance contribution. And this is where it's really important to make sure you're part of an alliance, because the buffs you get from this are insane. So as you can see already, we're a few hours in. I've already got 15% HP, 15% attack buffs. You'll be able to get another 15% defense, 40 accuracy, 40 resistance, 15% attack speed, 30 enlightenment, 20% crit damage, 15 skill haste, and then a further 10% damage dealt. And all of these buffs make it so much easier to actually hit the milestones for 22 million damage on the Chaos Shadow bosses. So, as I mentioned, all of these are working towards unlocking the last boss. So, for some reason it still says Mechatalk here. I'm guessing we actually get help from Mechatalk. Yeah, so Mechatalk will offer help in the battle against the Eye of the Deep. Mechatalk is actually Season 2's boss, and we'll be fighting Abyssalosus as the endgame boss of Season 3. We don't know anything about its skills yet. It was in the test server, I believe. I didn't look at it. But obviously we want to make sure we're getting these buffs to make that significantly easier when we're fighting that with our 6 teams each day. So that is about all for a bit of an overview of this. Obviously you're going to get a lot of rewards. This is where your season ranking really gets defined. The more you can do here, the higher you're going to finish. As you can see, I've dropped about 100 ranks already this morning. That is because I've missed out on a lot so far. However, I will catch up on that today. So I've not permanently missed out. I'm just a couple of hours behind. So yeah, that is about all for this overview video. As I said, I will be diving into the teams I'm using for the bosses. I have got them all prepared here. But just a quick call out, where are they? There you go. So from here all the way down to here, I've got 15 teams prepared, ready to go. I just need to gear them out and run them. But a quick call out is the gear you want to be using for these bosses is undoubtedly the Emperor's Might set. The amount of damage it does actually give you is insane on these bosses. I think they must have ridiculously low base attack, probably due to the fact that every time they use their ultimate, they're scaling their damage further, so their attack is reduced to cope with that. So if you're building a standard nuker, your attack value is going to be significantly higher than them, and you're going to gain a huge damage boost. So make sure you're building out your nukers in the Emperor's set to maximize your damage. So that is all. As I said, just a huge thank you to you for watching this video, and once again a huge thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring this video. If you are interested in getting involved in the game, please do remember to click the link in the description and get involved today. I'll see you in the next video.